Hello fans of Marvel heroes, and you must have checked out my previous video on the Ultron pre-order don't bother when Ultron first hit the test center. It was by very popular request, because I've got requests even before Ultron hit the test center asking me if I'm going to do a video on him pre-order don't bother. So based on all this feedback and so on, so I did one. It didn't really shine him in the best light. Two things here. One thing is that the hero was still under a lot of development. It wasn't really complete, of course. It was in test center. I always tell you guys, whatever you see here in the pre-order don't bother, these are test center, all subjected to change. And the second thing is that they had the global difficulty setting back then. It was really hard. And of course, when you put Ultron side by side with it's under development and also with all this hard content, he just melt. His drones melt in a sense. So so take that into consideration. Now, I don't usually do a reloaded edition, but because some of you tell me that you really like the Ultron in test center as of today, and also some of you feel quite bad that he wasn't being shown in the correct light. And in view of that, I took a look at Ultron again for you guys, just to showcase to you what changes has on him. So if you go back to my video a couple of maybe a week or two, or 2 weeks or so before, I did say that he's far from finished. I wasn't wrong. At least I got something right there. Is that Gazillion kept him in the test center for a long time to try to get him right, which is what I felt anyway. From what I've seen, it wasn't really that fun. Something doesn't make sense either. Now, they've done a lot of improvement on Ultron. So let me say it right here to you guys is that now Ultron is actually very fun, a lot of variety, a lot of build options as well. And I'm going to showcase to you what are the differences. Now, in this pre-order don't bother video, I'm going to showcase to you 3 scenarios. One is the same Cosmic Danger Room I play, range summoner, same thing that I play, just showcase to you what he is, what kind of improvement we are talking about here. Some of you asked me if I could do a pure melee or pure range. In the end, I picked a pure melee. Pure range wasn't that fun for me. Didn't really kill that fast either. So I did a pure melee for you guys in the Times Square. And also, I've done a melee summoner, which is kind of actually my favorite, melee summoner build. You can check that one out as well. It's pretty fun. Now, what they have done to the... so, assuming that you have watched the video before or you haven't watched, it doesn't really matter. So, what they've done, the improvement, is that they now have 3 specialization for each of the 3 power trees. So, this power tree is all energy, range, theme. The theme is ranged, energy. Crushing Force, the theme is melee, physical. And Unstoppable Ultron, the theme is summoner. So they have 3 different specialization across 3 different trees. And now it's quite interesting because each of them has the option to it. So like for example, this one require 20% bandwidth reservation. And then this one is 40, this one is 60. So of course, the more powerful kind of like augmentation you picked for your specialization will consume more bandwidth, and with lesser bandwidth, you will have lesser opportunity to do other things. So everything consumes bandwidth, including the robots as well, the drones as well. So it becomes very interesting. You could potentially have a very powerful drones. Pick it as an elite blade drone, but then this one is 60%, this one is 40%. So with this, all your bandwidth is gone. You can't do anything else. You just have your team up and a very powerful drone to be with you. Or you could have something like this build currently. For me, is that I could have one drone and 2 little drones to do some taunt here and there as well. So it's kind of variety there. I think they look really beautifully sharp as well. I have to give it to them, man. Some of you may be a little bit disappointed that you no longer can summon 8 drones, but from a design perspective, it does make more sense, to me at least. It is more like a magic kind of it's the same like a magic clone summoner in sense, because if you recall, magic's big demon consumes 5 command, while the small demon is 1 command each. So you end up with 1 big demon, or 1 big demon and 3 small demon, or you can have 8 small demons. So it is the same concept. You could, you have to make some trade-off, which I think is fine. It's really fine. So right now there's no complaint. Also, I think previously, I got a lot of like hate mail. No, I wouldn't say it's hate mail. A lot of people, some of you highlighted that my Ultron back then was a very low defense rating. I think it was below 40, 30, 37, 38. And a lot of people laugh at me and say, well, because of that, your Ultron felt weak. So one thing you have to know is that the drone and the Ultron the amount of damage reduction for the drones does not inherit from Ultron. So it doesn't matter Ultron what kind of defense you have. The drones are just as strong, as weak as the rank of the power. Right. Another thing is that I didn't do anything. I didn't change any gearing strategy. I have the same gearing strategy as well as the Omega system. And my reduction right now before everything proc is already 46%. So they already buff up at least 8%, if not more. Yeah, it's around 8% added onto it. So I did say that there was 8% missing somewhere. I keep saying that, but yeah, I mean, so. It's just test center, whatever you see here, he may not feel very strong or he may feel very durable, whatnot. But at the end of the day, life center, it will be a different kind of like a setup. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Like I always say, this sort of video, always pay attention to what it potentially can do. And I think it already shaped up very nicely. And I think without further ado, let's head into the various terminals and showcase to you how he plays like. Cosmic Danger Room with the Ultron at Test Center. I'm using the same scenario as the one that I've shown you before in the pre-order and don't bother video quite a while ago. And now let's see what the improvements are. Alright. Now this is a ranged summoner build and 20 bandwidth are reserved for the new specialization, which is the Augment Sacrifice. And this will allow me to summon 3 extra robots to detonate. And so it's kind of interesting, and I'm using the remaining 80 bandwidth. I'm summoning 2 elite drone as well. So these are, I'm going to summon them 1 and 2. So unlike before, you saw like 8 of them. Now you have 2 of them, and these are 2 powerful ones. As far as the range kind of power is concerned, it's very much like before. Just a little bit different is that I'm still using a hybrid build. So I'm using the Operation Crush as the physical power ranged. Go something like that, and then the Operation Annihilate is the one that quite a big wide kind of area. That does the invulnerability. Then I have the Operation Swarm that will direct my drones to there. And last but not the least, the detonation drones, which is thanks to this specialization here. And I better do it again because sometimes it's still bugged right now. So it become alright. So and this is signature via Ultron. So here we go. And just very much like before, so you'll probably see a difference here. It's kind of a lot more, I think, forgiving compared to last time as well. And the gearing wise, I'm using the same strategy as before previously. So there's no change to the way that I gear my Ultron. Just that in general now it become a lot more durable and stronger. That is always the case when it comes to test center. Things are still building up. Alright, so just working my way through and eat a market because I get hit by some environmental kind of hazard. Alright, just more stuff here. I mean, definitely the pace is a lot different now. Now that we don't have the, it's not as hard as before. Alright, so that is the one that I should need to turn this one off right now because, okay. Sorry, I'm distracted by my system setup. Okay, more stuff here. You see all the drones, and that was via Ultron, also hit by the environmental hazard stuff. But now, like before, it's not deadly anymore. Well, it's not that deadly. Also notice the spirit consumption or resource consumption, or what is it called? The power consumption is not that bad as well. So it's a lot more enjoyable, of course. But there's still quite a fair bit of cooldown to mesh. And that's about it, really. Alright, so it's just some cooldown to mesh and the summon more robot to detonate. Every 8 seconds I can do that. But when everything is on cooldown, it's just like, just waiting for something to happen while you're spamming your power. All right, so that is the leader now, and that one's we are Ultron, and here we go. Wow. Let me just come back a little bit. I don't know what my Deadpool is doing over there. And so now it's good because now I know one drone is dead. I can see it now, definitely. And well, my Deadpool is really not doing well over there. I wish that I can direct my pets to somewhere like, you know, like here, where the action is, and wow, man, this is so one drone is dead. So now you can tell, because based on the bandwidth, last time we couldn't. So now it's based on bandwidth. I can tell whether the drone is down or not. So I think that's pretty decent. And I summoned this detonation drone, so you can see it detonate. Can't really see it from here, but it is definitely working. Okay, so that is done in a way. And also nowadays it's also more my defense, my damage reduction is for 9%. Again, I didn't do anything. It's just the same setup. They have tuned up the whole heroes to be better, in the sense more durable. At least they listen to the comments. Okay, so now stage 2, same scenario. Like that. I mean, you can see that this is a lot, relaxing compared to last time. And also, like I said, last time they overtuned the whole thing, so things become very difficult back then. So I mean, the hero wasn't that durable, plus things were a little bit more difficult, becomes quite a nightmare previously. But now it's enjoyable, I would say. So all the drones, the 2 drones, and that is the one that would detonate, and the 2 drones is there. Okay, so just just wait for cooldown to finish. I mean, it's rather simple. The whole setup of the hotkey. There's same problem with the power, is that it click, nothing happens. It happens to quite a number of heroes, so it seems to happen in Ultron as well. And just some power, like now it's alright, but some power, just when I click, there's nothing happen to it. I mean, I'm still seeing this, like for those of you who are hoping, like myself, to see the those two tip bug that has been around for quite some time, and it has never gone away. Well, guess what? It is still there. So don't expect this coming patch to fix any of your UI problem, I would say. Just one of those things, lower priority, I guess. So I'm still working my way through. And 2 summoners. I mean, two summon, as well as the one that can detonate, like this one here. The 3 of them can detonate. See, all right. So that is pretty decent as well. And of course, this one is summon tag. So this one is summon tag, and of course my blade is summon as well. So there are 2 summon power versus like another 1, 2, 3, 4 layers, or 3 layer plus a spender, which is not summoner. Right now I'm not gearing for summoner. I'm more gearing for the hybrid, energy and the energy and physical. I have to look into the numbers again to see whether it is worthwhile to do anything like using the summon allied damage gear, because from what I've seen in Magic, it doesn't really make too much of a difference. But we shall see. When this one hit live, I will definitely look into numbers again for you guys and for myself, for my sake. But yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's not entirely like it's definitely a lot better than before, I would say. And and now just matching cooldowns. I think the fun of Ultron relies on the specialization, mix and match kind of thing. You can mix and match quite a lot of things in Ultron, and that is always very, very nice. So that what you see is just one of the possibility of playing Ultron, and it's probably one of the more relaxing one for harder content, because you just stay at the back, and the drones are in front, doing your whatever you ask them to do. So yeah, I mean, I'm alright, man. I mean, I know some of you are not that entirely happy that the drones it's only 2 drones, but I'm actually fine with that, whether it's 2 or whatever. I mean, at least now it makes sense. Previously, it doesn't make sense. Even when you have a lot of drones, some of the drones are so much more powerful, and you got like 8 of them. So now is at least things seems to make sense. I'm not really. I mean, look. I mean, Magic. I wanted her to have a lot of like a demon as a queen of Limbo. I would expect her to have a lot of like demon to walk around, but she ended up only have. Even if you play a summoner mode, you only have what 3+2, or you could have like you can have like 8 of them if you want, but it doesn't really make sense. So in that regard, I mean, yeah, there are many heroes that has a lot of like summon. I think. I mean, even Skrull Girl initially was 30, now it's become, I don't know, 15, something like that. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, so I'm just working my way through and taking my time here. Doesn't really seem to have a lot of area power in this build of mine, or somehow because of this danger room, things look a little bit harder or slower, you know. So as for the optimization, I mean, this is a test center, guys. I mean, I know a lot of you know, have a lot of expectation on my video when it comes to all this. Like, this is not a guide, all right? So I'm not showing you the best build. I haven't really looked into that, but I'm just picking something that's playable and see, you know, what is fun to play and so on, all right? So just demonstrate what potentially can do with Ultron rather than just optimizing everything, you know, right from the start. That's never my intent. Not for this kind of video, which is pre-order, don't bother video, right? This one is very much like just something. Do you like the kind of gameplay? That's all. Pay attention to those rather than anything else, right? So I need to stay back. There's a lot of things hitting me. I don't know what. All right. So I think I think it's roughly there. I think it should be done up soon. What? Why is everybody at the back? So yeah. Yeah. So I mean, right now it's definitely a lot more pleasant than before. It makes sense. It makes a lot more sense when you play heroes. So now I can proceed to the next one, and it's facing Kingpin. In terms of my gear wise, all level 69 gear using his Ultron gear, and also yeah, I mean all the jazz. So same thing like previously, but at least it doesn't one shot you like. I can't get the power out. That is really strange. Come on, man, give me a power. All right, so that is still very deadly. Right now I can't use the movement bit as well. All right, so this guy is teleporting everywhere. All right, so fun time. So I'm just like walking around with the thing. At least he's there. So all right, just keep hitting. And I need to summon the 2 drones are dead. I mean, the drones still die, yeah? And I think a lot of you initially thought that I'm really lousy in gearing as well. I mean, the drone doesn't take, it doesn't use, oh, let me just get out. I was trying to summon the drones doesn't use heroes' health and as well as the defense. So everything is really based on the drones like ranks, that's all. Damage reduction as well as the, wow, hang on a sec, that hurts. Damage reduction as well as the, you know, what else is not really, right, it doesn't go into the pad. The pad has their own kind of like a stats there, alright? So, I tried not to get myself die here, come on, man. Because there's a lot of things coming down from the ceiling as well, and wow! Every time this guy pulls, it's rather strong. Huh? This Kingpin. Right. So one drone die as well, and better make sure that I have enough. Right. So I better make sure I have enough. Like, wow! Hang on. I was trying to see my toolbar and what I need to summon. So that's sorted. Timing wise, a little bit slow. Like I said, I mean, I'm never meant to be optimizing what's happening there. I'm sure they'll tune the heroes in a way that makes sense in time to come. So it's just a little bit of like understanding of how it plays like, at least from the same configuration I had before. And I'm going to show you a little bit more on other build, just in case range summoner is not your cup of tea. Then can you play like melee or melee summoner? All right. So, Ultron in Cosmic Times Square. By no means this is an easy terminal. Just to demonstrate how he plays that again in a pure melee form. Now, he starts off with 100 bandwidth, and assuming that you do not want to summon anything, you could make your melee power more powerful. So I'm going to pick this guy here and make my slam more powerful. So this is the slam. I want to make it more powerful. And also at the same time, I've got 40 bandwidth left. So 40 bandwidth, I'm going to buff my kind of like health as well as a health regeneration. So that should give me another kind of like a buffer onto what I'm doing here. So all in all, my damage reduction is about 46% before the procs come in. When the procs come in, I think it's about 48%-ish kind of thing. But like I say, I mean, this is just test center really. In reality, I may build Ultron in a different way, but let's go. So this is the one, right? So this is the, right? So this is the one that I need to just like dispatch, and it's funny, man. This is the Ultron versus all the Ultron Sentinel. Shouldn't they like like kind of? I'm the boss, right? Correct. But anyhow, so ooh. So this is the one that I need to just kill. Okay, so let me just get rid of this thing here. So it's really about mashing the cooldown, and he plays like the Iron Man melee actually when I play this one here. So definitely it takes a while, but at least get sorted. So take the escalator up. No, it doesn't go up. So let me see, and the more stuff here to show you guys. So I think I quite enjoy the melee build, maybe because I like the melee Iron Man. So that is done. All right. So perpetually 2020. I always find it fun when I look at all these things. Yeah. All right, let me just clear all these things first because the boss is coming up soon, and I do not know what happened when the boss come up, man. All these totems are super annoying. Whoa, they are like airstrike everywhere. Let me get rid of this guy first, and wow, the boss are there. What? Let me just get out. I don't know, man. I don't want to test the limit of it. I'm actually quite tired today. I have a full day training, and so. But I thought I'd make this for you guys, man, because a lot of you asked me to do another one, and I always have a soft spot for all of you who request me to do something. And although I'm very tired actually, but let's do it, man. Let's have fun. And I actually want to get another birthday cake. I hope I have time to, after this video, get some birthday cake. Just one more. I don't want to do it anymore. Just one more will do. And I don't really have a lot of like birthday cake. Let me just get a whole bunch of them. All right, come on, my children. Wow, there's a lot of you. There's a lot of weaponized Ultron Sentinel. Wow. Hey, I'm your boss, man. Don't hit me so hard. Okay, so I think let me clear this too. Next boss is kind of like annoying. Yeah, okay, fine. Whew. I really don't. I mean, I don't claim to be an expert when it comes to playing Ultron, for sure. So I need to find a way to get out from there. Yeah. Maybe I'll just get rid of this guy first. How about that? Show you who's the boss here, man. Come on, man. I'm the boss. Wow, let me get out. Wow, do I need to? I don't know, man. Let me just like what happened to everything? Wow, the ground is shaking, like yeah. And also, the Ultron has the synergy +1 intelligence, so that would be quite useful as well. All right, so that is done. So I'm going to face myself in just a bit. All right, so I hope that so far so good. My hands are sweating. So that's it, last boss. And yeah, I know, it's funny. So I try not to get the boss here, and so I'm trying to just like get rid of all these little ones here. Come on, man, I'm the boss, Yeah. So that is the BIM. Okay, so done. So I'm going to face myself. Should I do an ultimate to show you guys how it plays like? Maybe let Let me do a... Wow. So that is Ultron Ultimate, man. This is, I don't know who is stronger here. Let me get out from there. And wow, this is like the, who is this, man? It's like Nova kind of thing. So anyway, yeah, so I hope you guys get a quick idea of how it plays like in a pure melee form. And I'm going to, I don't know, man, I think I do one more on the melee summoner, if you guys want to take a look at that. Cosmic Skrull Invasion with Ultron at test center. I'm going to use a melee summoner build. So first thing first, I've got 100 bandwidth. I want to put 20 here and 20 here. Why? Because I want to have the Operation Sacrifice as an extra layer as a summoner. This one will summon 3 drones and it will detonate in front of their face. And another one is that I got free proc on the Concoction Blaster, which is a vulnerability debuff, which is very nice. You don't need to have it in the toolbar. Whatever you do, be it as the Force Blast or the other basic power, you proc it, every so often. So it's great stuff. And I'm also using a physical energy build. A lot of them you've seen it before. The Operation Smash, Operation Alienate, Operation Slam, detonation drones, and so on. All right. So beyond Ultron is the signature. Now what can I do is that because I've already used up 40 bandwidth, I only left with 60 bandwidth, and if I summon a drone here, then I've got only 20 bandwidth left. So what I'll do is that I'll use I'll have the close combat drones as well, just a few more, use up all my bandwidth. Yeah, like I said, I mean, just for fun. It's not max and means everything right now. That's really not my purpose here. All right, so it's rather fun, this whole build. I quite like it. The only problem is that when I'm like no, I didn't. Wow, we are Ultron actually travels, man. That's really cool. And the only thing is that when everything is on cooldown, I really don't know what to do except to keep hitting a button. So this build is really, I find it rather powerful, and it's most likely also one of my favorite build coming to when he hit live soon. And I hate this car thingy, man. Really, sometimes I don't intend to hit the car, but the car is there. So okay, so I'm just like showcasing to you how he plays like so far. And okay, so there's boss, and we are Ultron. I don't know, man. I have this funny feeling when I'm like Ultron fighting all these sentinels. It's like, do robots have feeling like, does he feel like he's killing his own kind of thing? Yeah, that is a very, very deep question to think about, isn't it? Yeah, so I don't know, in the comic book, does he kill his own robot? Like, yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is fun stuff. I enjoy it, a lot of action. And yeah, I mean, my only complaint is just, well, I won't say complaint, man, seriously. I think sometimes you guys take it too seriously when I say complain. I actually love this game. But when you like something, you can't be critical about it because you want improvement. There's nothing wrong with that, I think. Just to be honest, what could be changed and so on. So okay, fine. I mean, what do I not like about this one so far is that I'm kind of frustrated when all my cooldown is up and I can't really do like spammable area damage. Well, at least not in my rotation. It's just maybe just the thing that I picked up. Just the hero power that I picked up doesn't really have that kind of like luxury. So something died, and I think it'll be like my, oh my god, hang on a second, I need to summon this guy. Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to this whole setup. So I haven't set up the hotkey yet. Usually I'll do a hotkey. You know what? Let me do a hotkey here. This one will be F3. Usually I'll do F3. And the CC breaker is F2. Alright, so let's do the right thing here. And I can fly, Ultron. And I'm just going to, is that all? Yeah, okay, so that is the final boss here coming up. Alright, and man, I like this build. I just wish that there was some spammable power for me to like the slam be a spammable. Don't restrict me with the kind of like 8-second cooldown. Imagine I can slam something, or something like this guy here. The Alienate has something. Right then, you know what? In a way, it does plays like this build, right? It plays like Winter Soldier. I don't know how many of you can relate, because when Winter Soldier, everything is on cooldown. You have nothing else, just to spam the single spender. That's for Winter Soldier. So I don't know. It's just a bit like, this hero, that hero kind of thing. Yeah. All right. So everything on cooldown again. Wow, this totem thing is like they have so many totem this day, huh? Okay, something died and I have to summon my hero. Yeah, come on. Where is my... Okay, fine. Yeah, sorry, I get distracted. And because I don't have F1 anymore, where's my F1? Just bear with me, F1 is here. Okay, now I'm sorted. Okay, let's go to business. Yeah. Alright, fun time. Yeah, I like the signature, that travel as well. Now it's really strong. Well, I mean, my gear by no means is weak, and also my my gear is not that bad either. All right, so and Omega system, of course, 10,000. So take that into consideration when you watch all this video. All right, so let's have it out. In closing, I hope you have enjoyed what you have seen and helped you a little bit more on the decision whether or not you should pre-order Ultron. I think he shaped up to be really decent. I would say a vast improvement from what I've seen. So I'm really excited and happy it has gotten this stage. So I think just to summarize what we have seen so far is that he has a lot of build variety, be it as you can pure melee or pure range or very heavy on summoner, or you can have like a melee with summoner support, range with summoner support, and there's a lot of options out there for you to pick, and I think I like it this way. I like it a lot. Now I don't know, because I've do some timing, and it's I think there's still some tuning across different kind of like combination to make them not only fun but effective as well. So that part of the equation, I'm not entirely sure whether we have achieved that so far. But I mean, I like what I've seen. I like what I'm seeing right now. I mean, definitely I will unlock Ultron on day one and try to play around with the different kind of builds and so on. Right now it's still very hard to envisage whether I should go for hybrid or summoner, but I think when the live center comes, I'll do a little bit more testing and to decide which way to go. I think my heart is leaning towards the hybrid build. So in terms of play style, I know some of you may say that he copied from here and there, which I think in a way, I mean, melee build kind of reminds me of say Iron Man or a little bit of War Machine. Summoner build remind me a little bit of Magic as well, but I think the difference, of course, there are subtle differences here and there, but I think if you play Ultron, just looking at the design philosophy, you should be prepared to deal with cooldown powers, because as you have seen, you could see scenario whereby the entire hotbar is on cooldown. And there aren't a lot of things you can do. Unlike there are some power you can spam here and there. It could be a build, but he has awfully a lot of cooldown power. So I don't really find him I mean, his area damage is pretty high, but whether he can continue ditching out area damage, it depends on what's on cooldown or not. So just bear that in mind when you think about like your play, whether you like playing Ultron or not. And for sure, I find him pretty easy to play. So it doesn't require me to do a lot of hotbar dancing. And that is always something that I love, a game that is just simple, I can enjoy. And man, I mean, costume-wise, look at him. I mean, I think yeah. So let me know in the comment box below. I'll do it for you guys, man. Seriously, I don't know whether, in the end you will find this video useful or not, but I found that, he deserves some sort of like a second chance. I always hate to be a messenger to deliver bad news, so I hope there's some good news for you. And see you next time. Until the next time we see each other, goodbye, have fun. And I also kind of like Ultron right now. Look, man, he's so cool. Bye.